Hello all, welcome to the Make Your Own Hacker Gadget series at Pentester Academy. Now in the last video, we went ahead connected to the internet over wireless, and then we actually saw that we had very less space on the device to install anything. We also unfortunately found that the USB drivers weren't there pretty much and were not allowing us to use our USB pen drives. So in this video, we are going to look at installing USB support on our MR3020. Now keep in mind, this is an entirely free course from Pentester Academy. And if you'd like the slides, code snippets, and a bunch of other stuff we may create for this course, then please register at pentesteraacademy.com/WiDy. Okay, so if you recall the problem which we faced in the last video, let's go back, was the fact that, well, we didn't have too much space on the device, and unfortunately this brings us to a very tricky situation simply because, we might be able to install other software, but the problem really is there is not much space to install them. Now, you may be tempted to try and install a lot of things. Keep in mind the space runs out really very fast, and after that the device for practical purposes almost becomes unusable. So, go ahead and install stuff with caution or just follow along with me. Now, what I want to do is have my transcend USB key get detected and usable, right? At this point, dmessage only tells us there is a USB device. Unfortunately, we still do not have the proper driver kernel packages available to use it. So because there is very less space, you only want to install the bare minimal possible support, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And I use this article from the OpenWRT wiki. So follow along with me. Now the first step, of course, is to go ahead and update the package list. Now you can actually do this in two ways. One is you could click here under software, click on update lists. Right, this is similar to an apt get update, or alternately you can use the command line terminal, type in opkg and then type update. Right, so opkg is really similar to your apt get on Ubuntu. Now let's add support. So the first one is kmod USB storage. Right, so we can actually search for the packages. You can actually say kmod-usb, give a star. Now this first tells you the packages which are already installed as well as the ones which you could. Right, so there's a bunch of them in here. As I said, we only want the minimal package. So I'm only going to install kmod USB storage. Click on install. There we go. Now I prefer the GUI simply because I get a very nice listing, easy for me to scroll up and down. But keep in mind, you could have actually done this using the command line interface as well. So opkg install kmod USB storage. Oops. Right, and of course it will tell you it's installed. Now similar to that, we have to install file system support. The one I'm interested in is ext4 and vfat. So let's go ahead and search for those packages. So I'm quickly going to do kmod-fs star. Now if you notice, right now there is no file system support added. Can go back in here, I see the FSEXT4. Let me go ahead and add this support. And always keep a keen eye here, right? You cannot run out of all free space. And that's the reason why I've tested this before. And this is the bare minimum set of packages we need to make this run. Okay, perfect. Let me go back and search for the kmod.fs stuff again. Find package. If you notice, ext4 is now installed. Let me install vfat as well, just in case we need it. Fantastic. And the last one I'd like to install is block mount, right in here. So find the package, it should be here, and let's install this. Fantastic. Now we should be able to use our USB. There are others as well, such as extras and all that, but honestly you could install them later. In case you have a USB key for whatever reason is giving you a problem, try installing the storage extras as well. But keep in mind, I haven't tested for how much space that requires, so this could be something you need to be careful about. Okay, so let me type in dmessage. Seems to be okay, and this time around it says USB mass storage support registered, so looks okay. Now I'm going to connect my Transcend drive to my box. And let me run dmessage again. And this time around, if you notice, we actually get much more than just this one. Basically, it tells us it's a JetFlash Transcend 16 gig drive, and it also tells us that it's gone ahead and created the appropriate device files. So if you do an ls/dev, you actually find SDA1, SDA2 and SDA in there, right? The first and second partition. Fantastic. So this is how we were able to go ahead and install USB support for storage devices and use it. Now in the next video we will look at how to go ahead and do a lot more stuff with this USB, including storing all the other packages we want to install, etc. on it, right? So hopefully you had fun in this video. Keep in mind you can register in pentesteracademy.com/WiDy to get all the updates. And if you're enjoying your time at Pentester Academy, then please do recommend us to your friends and colleagues in the InfoSec community. Thank you.